Hopefully.
Alright, what's the Yeah, breaking rocks? Well, who's good at breaking rocks?
I believe we all know the answer to this.
BB doesn't even hit them, he just yells at them. They're like
He
glass.
yells at them until they go to pieces.
Yeah, cut my life into pieces. I actually don't know how strong these guys are because we have not been here in a while. Level 24, that's solid. Get electric. Wow, Static Shock just likes getting crits, doesn't he?
Kinda, yeah.
Also, now this thing's an electric type, so we can't hit it with Spark again.
Yay.
Which is why we have Quick Attack. Thank you for the XP for Aaron. That's all we kind of care about right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, this place looks like such a pain to get through. Ah! Hmm. Oh wait, I shouldn't have put Static Shock up front. Because this guy definitely looks like the type of person that, you know, wouldn't have... Yep, have one of those. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So what are the chances of this thing using a ground move or self-destruct?
Probably lower than we would like.
Well, Katara now has one of the best moves to fight these things off with, so I guess we can let her do this.
Joy.
Oh, that's what I was worried about. Ah,
Oh,
never mind. You know what? Groot's also not going to be helpful in the next gym. Let's let him have some fun here. And he also has something that's great for taking these things out.
true.
And he hasn't had practice cutting rocks yet. He's been
Not
cutting.
really.
Actually, that's the thing. All the grass types he has hit with Fury Cutter, he has been collecting those leaves and just merging them with his energy to form the Leaf Blade.
Yeah, that's actually a fair point.
You, how dare you, sir? How dare you remind us of our first major struggle? Get out of
Why
here.
would you do this to us?
Groot hates nose passes after nearly losing his life in the first gym.
Yeah.
You lost because you tried to blow us up. In this guy's house, sir.
Yeah.
Hey,
How
look,
dare you
stuff.
try to blow up this man's house?
I want the stuff. Give us our. I want this. Okay, hello. Who are you? Sorry,
And why are
sorry.
you going to put your number in our phone?
I don't think they do that here. I think they're also trying to
Mm,
escape. All right, bye, Skitty.
er,
Um, child, you should not have a little cat whenever we have an electric dog next to us.
true.
You know, I have no idea what we would have called our Swablu if it was a girl.
What did we call our Swablu? What?
We thought Aang, and then like shortly after we recorded that episode, I thought, you know what would be a better idea? Appa.
Yeah, it's Appa. I think you know always get confused.
All of
So
this
yeah.
is terrible. Why is there just mail
That's,
here?
hmm.
I don't want mail.
That's a fair question. What would we have named it if we had gotten a female?
The best airbender in Korra, which would be Janora.
Yo, I was actually thinking about Janora as a name, but I was like, nah, that's stupid. But it's like the moment you bring it up, it's like, glad it's not as stupid an idea as I thought I used myself as my thought as convinced myself it was.
Yeah,
So
honestly, we
yeah.
just don't have a lot of good ideas. We go based to Avatar, but we do like to create things. Alright, what do you have for
Yeah.
us?
It's just a pure chance that Avatar has so many elements that we run into.
Well,
Or at the
now I
very
have.
least, we've run into more elements that can be attributed to benders from Avatar. So,
Well, now I have some thoughts. That Heartstone makes rock type moves stronger.
mm-hmm.
That also would have been useful for, you know, the fire gym.
You got a point.
So now that we have Surf, we can go to other areas, and I would like to. There is an area I would be considering going for, but also at the same time we went all the way over here, and I don't want to go back.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Like, hold on, is the beach up ahead? Actually, I'm gonna check the map real quick. And while we're in Slateport, I might grab some sodas because I did say we were gonna do that. And I always forget that the map's in our phone.
Yeah, it's not easy to remember that type of thing.
Okay, so this whole area right here is Route 109.
Okay,
We can surf there
neat.
and get some stuff. Well, we
True.
can get a thing. I would like to get.
Yeah.
I would actually would like to get Tentacool and Tentacruel off the list as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Oh, this is our first time going to the. Well, we're outside. Ah,
Oh no.
we. Woo! Wait, hold on. Are we? Were we? Okay, well, whatever. I guess
It's something. It's
it's something
interesting.
I was expect. Oh, that's problematic. This thing is very weak, and
Okay.
we don't want to kill it.
Good to know.
If it poisons us, I'm gonna be mad. Like, you know what? It's weak. Maybe a Great Ball will be fine.
Fingers crossed.
Also, Great Ball matches Tentacle's color scheme pretty well.
Does.
Damn it, Tentacle! We don't have anything. Well, actually, we do have one thing that resists that's immune to poison, but it's also weak. That same thing is weak to water.
True.
Yeah, you stay in there. You think about what you did. All right, female squid.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay,
wait, no, it's a jellyfish. Gotta phrase it better. Its body is almost
true.
entirely composed of water. It ensnares its foe with its two long tentacles, then stabs with the poison stingers at their tips.
Hmm.
Poison jellyfish. What's a good poison
Hmm.
name? What to do? Unfortunately,
Unfortunately, there's no Avatar characters we could think of for this.
I we gotta be a little bit more creative in some places.
Well, yeah, that's why we brought in Danny Phantom and such.
We did that before. I think we started naming things on Avatar. Like we can name
Have
after.
we only named it based on Avatar characters for like never a while?
The first one that started off the Avatar thing was Katara, but there are. We definitely named a few other things. Like Static Shock came after Katara.
True. I think poison.
Poison and
Poison.
water.
Hmm.
Also jellyfish. Gotta acknowledge the jellyfish.
Yeah.
Shame there's no jellyfish miraculous. This would be perfect for that.
True. Especially now that you've seen the series, I wonder how many we're gonna name after miraculous characters or
Oh yeah.
Kwamis.
Well, if we ever get a ladybug, we're definitely naming it Tiki, whether it's a boy or a girl.
No, I feel like that's
Tiki is gender neutral.
true. Actually, yeah, we don't. We always just assume that because the voice actor is female, that means Tiki's a female. But for all we know, it's just it's a male with a very feminine voice.
True. Alright, but what are we... Female squid. Or female jellyfish.
Dang. You know, the fun thing is there's probably a squid miraculous out there. It's just we haven't seen it.
Maybe. Hmm.
Hmm. So we can't go miraculous. Unless there's an Akumatized villain we could think of, but I don't think there is. I don't think there's anything in Danny Phantom or I don't know enough about DC and Marvel and comic wise to say for certain whether there's a character we could use there. Avatar, there's definitely not. At least I don't think there is.
I kind of like this.
CC?
Well, we have a BB. Let's make a CC.
True.
Why not? We
Why not?
if we feel different, we can change it. Excuse me. Well, this one was weaker.
Wow.
Sorry, Static Shock has to let off some steam. I imagine Static Shock was just angry by being poisoned. Not even just, and then that tentacle showed up like, hey, I saw you guys catch that. Do you want another? And then just it's gone.
Yeah. That or it was like, how dare you capture my brother, or I guess in this case sister,
It's
but it's like,
calamari.
how dare you catch my sister, death.
If it wasn't actually like a squid, calamari would have been a great name.
That's a good point. In all fairness, we originally were thinking squid, but then we were like, no, it's technically a jellyfish.
Yeah. And unfortunately, the description did fit that. All right.
Yeah,
All right. Well, this is the easiest way to get back without running into freaking people and Pokemon the whole time.
true.
Wee. Woo. Dang it. Dang it. We do have to be in this area to go to the next place we have to go to.
Jim.
That too. Hey, I know you. You're the guy that we used Danny to block against. What are you doing here?
Why are you following us? This is
Have a lot
getting
of zip?
creepy.
Yeah, I guess we do. Well, you know what? He sees Static Shock. We do have a lot of zip.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Oh, you need a fate. I don't know. We don't.
I'm more suspicious now.
Uh, okay. Sir, we are not an electrician.
Just because we have an
Okay.
electric Pokemon doesn't mean we're an electrician.
Okay. Well, it's dangerous for this place, and we don't hate this place. Like, we don't hate it, so I guess we'll go. I don't. We don't hate it, so I guess we'll save it.
Yeah, it's true.
Wait, are we? Hold on. I just want to make sure of something.
What?
Okay, yeah. I was making sure this still counts as the routes that we caught Static Shock in.
Okay. You just wanted to
You
be certain that we couldn't catch another one.
know, what's the sign say? Team Aqua was here. So I'm paying
Sounds
over
about
Team
right.
Aqua. When will those two get along?
I can't name a
How do we,
single time I can think of.
sir or ma'am? We don't. Uh, you're lonely. Okay. We gotta delete these contacts at some point.
Be great.
Okay. Whoa. This place is full of electricity.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what's our encounter here?
Let's see what we're getting. It's
Ooh. I like my life.
okay.
That's a good one. Steel
Yeah,
electric.
it's not bad.
Okay. Electricity should be fine then. Let's not do that again.
Probably not a good idea to do it again.
Oh, hey, you can do that. Oh, hey, we can do that too.
Yeah.
Okay. Sonic Boom always does 20. Let's go for a ball.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
1, 2, 3. Yeah! Maybe I wanted to be our friend because we also have electricity.
Maybe.
Magnet. The magnet Pokemon, obviously. The Unit sides are extremely powerful magnets. They generate enough magnetism to draw in iron objects from over 300 feet away.
Hmm. And there's no gender technically, right?
Nope, so we can kind of just do whatever we
So
want.
we both know what we're naming it, right?
I'm maybe honestly I'm kind of drawing a blank
Do
because
you know what I'm thinking when I think of magnets and fictional characters?
I have a feeling, but go ahead and say it.
Magneto.
Uh, Now this one's primary thing is electricity, so I feel like we need to be a little bit different here.
Touche. Um,
Like if it was like a
hmm.
psychic steel type, I would say that would have been
Electromagnetism.
yeah.
Hmm. I don't think there's any that are based on electromagnetism. Oh, I thought of something, but it's like I don't remember the name off the top of my head.
I am genuinely trying to think of something that works overall.
I'm trying to think. I'm
Magnets, push and
looking up
pull,
the thing.
electric, moving. Why are we bad at this?
Not sure.
Damn it, being creative is hard.
Hang on.
Hmm. It's kind of robotic if you think about it.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking up the specifics, but I have a general idea.
Robot, electric.
Okay, so here's the idea I came up with. There's a fictional character. I don't know if you've read this series or not. I'm aiming on the side of probably not, but it's from a book series I'm a fan of, where it's Michael Vey,
Okay.
where the kids are all have where there's like a bunch of kids who all have electric based powers, and there's one that has an electromagnet based powers called Kylie.
Kylie?
Kylie. Kyle.
What? That is that right? Is that
No,
yours?
replace the I with an E.
Yeah, alright, I'm down. You know, if we do need an electric type, it's nice to have one.
Yeah, true. That isn't Static Shock at the very least.
Yeah.
It's nice to have more than one.
Uh, it's either Groot or BB who's gonna be good. I am not trying to run through this place because I do not want to die. Shoot. I don't think we're supposed to hit that button. Hey, look,
Okay,
hey, look, that's a grenade.
it's Voltorb. It's Voltron.
I actually think the first Pokemon Nuzlocke I watched did name a Voltron.
No surprise, it was bound to happen
I
eventually.
would have just called it Grenade.
Let's be honest, if someone was gonna do it eventually.
Probably. Alright, you're something I won't fight. Because Groot doesn't have anything good for you. I would love to evolve Groot before the. Are these stairs?
Yeah.
Oh, that's where we came
Well.
from. Also, wow, I thought that door was open, so that's unfortunate.
Okay.
Can these magnets leave us alone? Oh wait, no, we have a magnet now. We're attracting more magnets.
Curses.
Okay, I gotta have something here worth using.
There's a downside to having a magnet.
Yeah, I'm using a repel. This is gonna get very annoying really fast, and I just want to
The
be through
one
this.
downside of always holding a magnet is that it
Oh shoot.
always it has attracts more magnets.
Okay, let's not hit that button this time. Hey, look, this is a button.
Is this a
Okay, I
good
will.
button?
Okay, here's the thing. I will say this: if we get an encounter from picking from an item, that does count as a separate encounter.
Okay.
It's like the equivalent of running into something. It's what is known as a static encounter.
I just want to be clear. Is this you saying that if a Pokemon pops out, we're allowed to catch it?
Yes,
Okay.
but I'm going to switch. But just for safety's sake, I'm going to switch Aaron in because it's very possible that
We're gonna hope that it's not another Magnetite
the thing
if
that
it's a
pops up
Pokemon.
is like 90% of Voltorb.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's what. Okay, there you go. So yeah, this would count as a static encounter. In the same
Got it.
way as I would count fishing as its own thing, this would be the one time I would say this is its own thing as well.
Mm-hmm.
And if people say that that's against their rules, fine. We're doing this our
That's
way.
their rules. We're not doing it by their
There's
rules. We're
also
doing it
people
by
that
our
play.
rules.
There's also people that play this game by using no items and no switching. We're doing this for fun, not to torture ourselves.
True.
Like we will torture ourselves in this eventually, but you know,
I do wonder how long it's gonna take before someone comes up with a Nuzlocke where there is a way, not an easy way, mind you, but a way to revive lost Pokemon.
there is actually a Pokemon that has a revive ability or a revive
Hmm.
move, and someone did have the idea of making that be a way to bring back something, but he then used,
Okay.
but because he lost all his Pokemon and that revive was used on the just to revive himself basically. Also, yes, I'm calling this grenade.
Ah.
There is no debate.
I'm not surprised that you're naming it grenade, nor am I gonna stop you because I can't stop you.
Hey, you know who could use that?
Oh,
Static Shock.
true.
Here you go, buddy. In the electric area in the original Pokemon games, Zapdos was here.
Nice.
Yeah, he's not here, which is probably a good thing. He would probably murder us.
That's fair point.
Don't yell at. Do not yell at Aaron. Aaron is innocent.
Aaron's done nothing wrong. He's just been helping us and all the good stuff and blah blah blah.
Aaron has been very helpful today. That's why we like Aaron.
Aaron's good boy.
Yes. Nope. More things. And the repel wore off. Hey, full heal. That's useful.
Nice.
Stop yelling at us.
Don't yell at us in we're sensitive ears.
Yeah, we're symbiotes.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see Venom 3 on Thursday. Not Thursday, Sunday. Oh,
Hmm.
okay. Aaron, retreat.
Okay then.
Please don't self-destruct.
No self-destructing, please. That would be great.
Actually, we can probably outrun it. We had no reason to fight it.
True.
Okay, Aaron, you can retreat now. Oh, god damn it. Hi, Magnemite. I like its little dance it does.
It's a nice dance.
I'm also gonna say this, now that Katara knows Surf, she can destroy that Hoi Mei's starter.
Mm,
Alright, before we hit this button that's the guy wants us to hit, we're gonna go grab that item.
seems like a good idea.
Because we're also not staying here after this.
Fair
Hey, if we
point.
ever get a Pikachu or an Eevee, this would be useful. I do know of one area that might have Pikachu. Unfortunately, our chances of getting one are probably not gonna happen.
Mm,
Which is fine. We have plenty of electric types right now.
true.
Alright. Time to do what any sensible person would do in this situation. Use a magic rope to get the heck out of here.
Power of the magic rope compels us.